What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing tonight? Thanks for joining me. Today, as you see, we're going to be uh, covering Whitney Young versus Reavis High School. Uh, Whitney Young right now is at the top of the league, and Reavis is only 1 point behind them, having one less tie and one more loss than Whitney Young. So this game can determine who will be in the front lines for the last week here. There is only 2 weeks left after this week, so this is 3 weeks left here. So we'll get to see a good shot at two teams that possibly could play against each other in the playoffs, uh, which start on June 3rd. So we will be watching these games. The draft has already happened. We'll be starting right into game, so you won't get a chance to see the drafts and picks. And then we'll start talking about the game in this first minute and 30 seconds here before all the minions spawn, before the action happens, as long as nothing happens. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started and see how these two games go. Whitney Young Dolphins versus Reavis High School. Here we go. So we got Whale Milk playing Leeson in the jungle against Olaf, which is Logaholic on the Olaf again in the jungle. Mid lane is going to be Derpelberg on the Oriana versus Ari, the Furious Forest. On the top lane, Shen is going to be played by Necroflame24 versus Nautilus, the Darthcon. Bot lane matchup's going to be... we might get a level 1 invade here. Olaf going to throw the undertow. No, he's not going to throw the blind undertow, but he's going to hit Whale Milk in the jungle. He's going to hit him twice. If they can land a Nautilus hook here. Oh, and they do land it. They do get first blood for Olaf. So great invade by Reavis High School to get Lee Sin in the jungle here. Looks like we're gonna get recalled. We lost Flash from Ari, and that's about it. So only Ari burned Flash. Everyone else did not burn Summoners. Did not use potions. It looks like everything else is gonna be reset back to base level. So just one kill, one death. The kill goes over to Olaf, so he'll pick up Ruby Crystal to start. And we'll reset. Minions just spawned. Both junglers are going to start on their bot side and get the help from their AD carry and support. So Oriana and Ari, they're just playing each other out, feeling each other, trying to land some poke damage, but not able to land anything onto anyone. In the top lane, we're going to have a big matchup of the tanks of the game. Nautilus versus Shen is pretty much going to be a slugfest. We'll see if anyone's able to get any kills right off the bat. So Lee Sin going from red to take wolves and then taking his blue Olaf, clearing his whole bot side jungle, and then he'll make his way over to red. Lee Sin level 3, let's see if he's going to set up a gank anywhere. If he's going to head to the top lane, he probably will just take Scuttle right now. Nope, he's going to skip over Scuttle, looks like. Try to get a gank on Nautilus or possibly try to invade to go back onto Olaf here. Yeah, so he's going to sneak over. Olaf did ward that bush, so we're going to get a chance to see. Ooh, almost misses the smite, so they're going to see each other here. Olaf definitely the better 1v1 at this level, especially if he has mana. Another flash and another kill for the Olaf. Great start for Reavis High School here. 2 kills onto the Shen. I'm sorry, 2 kills onto the Lee Sin playing this jungle. So he's going to lose his double buffs that he just picked up, which had a lot of timer, and then Olaf is going to get the reset. So great play by Olaf here. Looks like he might also be able to pick up another kill onto Oriana. Great start. So 3-0, they're about 1,000 gold up. And their laners are doing not so well farming, but Olaf is just running amok in their team. Olaf trying to get the Raptor camp taken. He's going to try to 1v1 him. He's at super low health. Oh, can Olaf do it? He does solo Lee Sin at half health. Olaf is just one of those better junglers to be able to duel at such a low level, because the lower his health, the higher his attack speed. And the fact that he has true damage, he had double buffs going and burning. All he had to do was basically just back up, make sure the Raptor wasn't hitting him. Had the Raptor got one up more auto attack, and he might have died there. So a 4-0 Olaf right now, sitting in Reavis' jungle. So Reavis getting pushed in on this bot side. Olaf is going to have to show up soon to help him out, because right now they're very low and getting poked out. One good shot here from Varus, and they could both die. So let's see what they're able to do here. Varus is going to keep pushing them in. Olaf looks like he's going to head top side, possibly take the Scuttle Crab, possibly set up another invade onto Lee Sin. And then bot lane diving hard, using flashes, trying to get all the way back there. They do get the kill onto Caitlyn. Caitlyn had no flash or heal left at this point. Oh, but Karma's going to get hit with a couple tower shots there. He's going to shield, but is able to get away. So Caitlyn's having a hard time trying to farm down in that bot lane. 23 CS to 43 from Varus. Definitely having a difficult time with all the poke coming from Karma. So let's see if she can return and come back, and maybe Olaf can come down there and help them out just a little bit. Olaf has definitely made his place well known in the jungle of Whitney Young, but has not shown up besides to get a kill onto Orianna. Get a Miss Canyon here. Mid, very healthy, both almost about to hit level 6. But nothing really going on, no poke damage coming out from either of them. So nothing really to speak of with availability to gank from the jungler. So Orianna does hit 6 first, gets a good chunk off of Ahri. Ahri will hit 6 here after the next minion, so there she hits 6, so she'll have an escape to get away if she needs to. And with Orianna picking up Cleanse, even if she lands a charm, she'll be able to do pretty good to get away. Lulu going in to try to defend that control ward, but just not able to do anything there, and just gets obliterated. Olaf is close, but he's not really able to help at this point anymore, so Caitlyn's going to have to back off and play it safe. Caitlyn going in here. Oh, Varus doing a big chunk. If Caitlyn, oh, and Varus has to blow heal just to stay alive. He probably could have been safe. Minions are doing a lot of damage to him, but he plays it safe, throwing heal out there. I believe he did get a shield from Karma too. So Caitlyn goes down 0-2, still only sitting at 25 CS. Varus now trying to push that wave as fast as he can so that she doesn't get any more CS. So this one is turning around quite in a hurry. Olaf's presence in the early game has just dwindled down to nothing. We haven't seen him in a lane in quite a while. Is fairly well farmed, but bot lane needs help. Let's see if he ends up showing up soon. He's invading their jungle right now. Lee Sin is passing over his blue buff to Orianna. Nautilus does have the 3 Doran's rings that normally start most tank tops builds, just to get that extra health, that extra AP, and extra mana, so he doesn't have to run out of mana ever, as long as he's lasting minions. Lee Sin coming up for a gank on top now. It's going to face check that bush, but he should be able to get out fairly healthy. He does still have ultimate. Does land ultimate on both of them. He might kill Lee Sin. He flashes. Oh, everyone burns flash, but does not get the kill on Lee Sin. So Lee Sin does get away with the red buff. Olaf showing up now. Let's see if he's able to do anything. He's probably only going to be able to push out that wave. He's not going to be able to do too much here. Varus lands an ult onto Caitlyn. Caitlyn's pretty much binded down by everything. Lulu trying to go in and kill Varus. Varus procs dangerous game, so he's actually going to be able to get out with quite a bit of help. Shen ults, Nautilus is going to teleport, so there's going to be... Oh, Nautilus is going to cancel his teleport and back up. So Varus is just on a killing spree here. That bottom lane with Karma and Varus is just doing so much damage. And Lulu just hitting 6 as he died. Was not able to get any CC off or any healing onto the Caitlyn so she can keep the damage up. So being down almost 30 CS has turned around this game, and Olaf just spending no time in that bot lane to help them out. We'll see if they'll be able to come back from this one. So Orianna with that blue buff is going to definitely do lots of damage. They do get first turret on that bottom, and she's going to teleport top, so he does not lose one in return. So mid farm, Orianna is definitely farming a lot better than Furious Forest right now, so he's up by 20 CS. If he hits the whole wave, he'll be up by about 14, but that's still quite a big number to be up in CS. Karma poking out Lulu, so she's not able to get anything. Orianna had to blow cleanse, but then the rest of her team is there to help her, so she's going to be able to get away from this. Great hook landed by Nautilus, but it's not able to capitalize and secure the kill on Orianna in that mid lane. I was going to recall, we're going to 3-man push in that mid lane, so let's see who shows up to help. It is a cannon wave, so if they were to stay for a little bit, they possibly can get some damage. But Varus is there to clear the wave, so it looks like they will back up. They might try to take an early Rift Herald here to get some damage onto some of the turrets. They should be able to take this really easily, so they might be able to get a turret in return after they pick up this buff. So the biggest disadvantage right now is CS. So just looking at gold numbers for the teams overall, we just see a huge disadvantage on the side of Reavis just not being able to CS. There is a 500 gold lead on just mid lane alone. It looks like Olaf is just going to keep running in. He's unstoppable now. Looks like they're going to summon this Rift Herald in the mid lane, try and get this mid tower opened up, possibly give them access to the rest of the map. There's quite a bit of the team here, though, to combat it, so let's see what they're able to do. Caitlyn is nowhere around. Rift Herald's going to get some damage onto that turret, but he's not going to probably be able to kill it. The rest of the team there to do the damage to it. So very unfortunate for that team to be there without any kind of damage to kill off anyone. Everything was used to kill Orianna earlier in the fight, so Reavis had nothing left to push for. So now they're just going to try and defend this mid turret, make sure they don't lose it in return. Getting some good damage down. Heal from Varus to save Lee Sin. He might not have needed that, but used it just to be safe. Again, so if we check the gold lead, we have 2.4k gold lead just on the 80 carries alone. So 51 and 95 and being 0 and 3 rather than being 2-0 and 4. So 6 kill participation for Varus in that bot lane has netted him almost 2k gold up on Caitlyn. Varus already has one item complete where Caitlyn doesn't even have a half of item yet. It's going to be very difficult for them to keep up the damage until they farm up and get some kills for late game. So Varus rotating to the top lane, going to deal lots of damage to that Nautilus just because of the amount of items that he has. So unless someone shows up to help Nautilus, Varus is going to be able to keep him behind the wave there. Shen's going to split push on the bottom. Caitlyn's going to be down there to try and clear up those things. Surprisingly, Nautilus hasn't just switched to go with Shen, but that's probably just because they're so far behind. Lulu gets rooted. Lulu's going to go down right away. The double root from that side. Almost gets out of it, but not able to. Nautilus flashes, but then still gets hit by the Q from Lee Sin, so Lee Sin's able to follow up and kick him back. So 2 kills for nothing that top lane. Ahri's going to show up to clear the wave to make sure they don't get the turret, but besides that, I don't know if she's going to be able to do too much. They have to figure out a way to get to this Olaf on the back line. Shen's gonna ult onto Varus. Olaf is going low. Nothing can be done here. Ari was actually focusing Karma. Had they focused one target, they might have been able to actually kill Varus or Karma, but they weren't able to get anything done. They're gonna get another kill. So this game is slowly falling apart for Reavis after a great level 1 invade. And then Lee Sin's gonna hit Lulu. Lulu's gonna polymorph. Shen gets the taunt. Another kill secured. This game is snowballing out of control. Orianna level 10 against Caitlyn. Level 7, she's not really going to be able to do much. And Orianna will be able to zone out Caitlyn. She probably can kill her almost with one combo. So after such a good start for Reavis, they're not able to keep up. Just not able to keep up a farm and not able to just keep up the damage. Great rotations by Whitney Young to be able to keep up. This shows why they're in first place. So because we're going to get a reset, everyone recalling. Towers, they're 3-0 right now. All the outers are missing for Reavis High School. And none of the towers are really too low on the side of Whitney Young, so they're definitely safe to farm and push the waves up as far as they can. Possibly try to get another couple picks just because of the gold differential between some of the different members. Nautilus is not very tanky yet. Olaf is not very tanky yet. So there's not really too much that can be done. They will land a kill, solo kill on Orianna here, just due to cooldowns that were used from before. So we'll have to see if they're able to capitalize on any of this right now. Great job to get one pick, but they're going to have to pick up their creep score to be able to do anything here. They're way behind in gold. Set up for an Infernal Drake down here. I'm not sure how well they're going to be able to do it. Varus and Lee Sin are down here. Shen is up top. Does not have Stand United or Teleport. So they might be safe to do this one all by themselves. They're going to put out a little pit a little bit so that Lee Sin cannot land a kick. Varus is here and with ultimate. Lands the ultimate onto Lulu. That's going to spread everywhere around. Lulu is barely saved. He's going to have to flash away. Nautilus does show up to the fight, so we'll have to see what he can do. Varus did have to flash away from that hook. Lee Sin's going to show back up, and Varus will get the kill onto the Infernal Drake. So Inferno and Mountain over to Whitney Young, which is definitely going to help them. And their AD carry, who's way far ahead, already has completed his second item, whereas Caitlyn has barely completed any. Nautilus going to land the root onto Lee Sin, but no follow-up after that. Whitney Young has an inside track to that mid tower. They got 4 members there, a giant wave. They're going to be able to take this tower really easily. Just Reavis not being in the right spot. And now they're going to rotate. Shen is pushing up into that top wave. Olaf is going to go to face check the bush. He's going to go down. He's going to have to ult to possibly get away. Shen's going to jump in with a taunt but not be able to hit anything. Great ult by Nautilus to knock up 4 members, but just not enough damage to be able to do anything. They might get Shen here. Orianna lands a 4-man ult and just melts the whole team. Varus shows up to clean up a kill. Lee Sin gets a kill from that. So great ult by Orianna to show up to that fight and seal the deal. Otherwise, Reavis had a good trade there. Lots of people members are low. And they were inside their territory, so they had a good chance to defend it. But it looks like they're just going to push into the base here. Varus being almost double the CS of Caitlyn at this point. They're going to take the base turret. They're going to try, looks like, and get the inhibitor. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do it here. They are very low. They're going to back up in resets. Oh, they might be camping in this bush right here. We're going to get a face check from Lulu, and she's going to go straight down. Olaf is a little out of position. He should be able to get away here. Shen has no energy to actually land the taunt after taunting Lulu there. So just bad positioning, no warding, no way for them to get it. Their members are... Caitlyn isn't even level 9 yet, so she's not even able to get the scrying orb to be able to face check that bush. So bad pathing and just being out of place there, face checking that bush has gotten several people almost killed. Olaf taking his blue buff for himself, figuring it's better on him, more axes, more cooldown for his abilities. Now Lulu's going to face check it again, but now she sees that there's a control word in that bush, so now she can see why she ended up dying, just face checking that bush. So we got Shen in the bot lane pushing that wave up. He's probably going to start a split push. He does have Stand United available, as well as Teleport will be up in a few seconds. So he will be able to split push that fairly safely and not have to worry if anyone shows up, because he should be able to solo just about anyone there. Karma going to clear wards in that top side, so they're going to try and set up that top side push. So probably go 4-1. Shen in that bot lane to push down. Nolis is going to have to stay down there to clear it. Does not have teleport up for a while. And Shen is just doing a ton of damage to him. He's already at half health, and he hasn't even done much yet. All he did was able to clear one wave. Nolis is going to have to head back to base here, and Shen will be able to continue to push on that turret. It might be better for Nautilus just to back up and go back and protect the inhibitor. It's a little more important than the outer turret. Once it gets to the base turret, they'll be able to protect it a little more easily, running back and forth between them. Caitlyn setting up traps, but not able to do too much. Varus just poking it away. Nothing too well in here. Someone needs to make a play. Maybe a flash Nautilus ult on the next wave here. But they have to make something happen, otherwise Shen is just going to push in that bot wave all the way down. So we get Varus ulted onto onto Ahri. Everything's gonna go down. Everything's gonna be used here. Great ultimate used by Ori. Caitlyn is gonna get one kill. Orianna's already got a double. Caitlyn did get the shutdown for Varus. Orianna's gonna flash onto Caitlyn and destroy her. Lulu did get the kill onto Lee Sin. But still, 3 members there able to help out. Gonna take the inhibitor. And then they're probably going to rotate. If they were smart, they'd rotate to mid. They got a giant wave sitting there too. With 3 members down. Now it looks like they're just going to actually back up reset, probably for Baron here. 21 minutes. It's an early Baron, but they should be able to do it with no issues. That mid wave will be pushing in. I'm sorry, the top wave will be pushing in with the super minions. So 19 kills to 8. They're up about 11k in gold right now. So it's going to take a pretty big team fight here for them to win. They will have to turtle quite a bit, but like I said, they're going to be taking this Baron. Looks like they're going to try and 2-man it. Going to have Shen split on the bot lane again. Lulu is there right now. Olaf is there as well. He's going to go in and try to get the smite off. Just misses. Oh, Lulu did get the steal onto Baron. So great steal, but Caitlyn and Olaf are going to die for it. So had Lulu and Caitlyn, or I'm sorry, had Caitlyn been able to stay away, they actually would have claimed up that a little bit ahead. But since she died, they're not going to have too much damage here to keep Whitney Young out of their base. So Whitney Young continuing to push onto mid. Nautilus's ult is ready, so it is available. They might be trying to wait for Caitlyn and Olaf to be up, but this tower will go down really quickly with this Varus, who has 4 kills and 13 assists at this point. And 157 farms, so he is way ahead. Orianna gets caught with a charm, will almost go down. A heal from Varus probably saved her there, and a shield from Karma. So it looks like they want to keep pressing this advantage right now with the Orianna being very low and having no dedicated healer. They're going to try and set up for the Infernal Drake. And Reavis is going to come right back. Great taunt by Shen to get all the way there. Knock up from Nautilus onto Varus, gets the kill onto Varus. Lulu's trying to catch Divergence in the backline, but it's going to end up going down for it. Another great Shen taunt that lands 3 members. Lee Sin with a great kick to knock up 2 members. Orianna is still in that backline, helping out as much as she can. Karma Shield. This might be it right here. Just not enough damage from Reavis to be able to do anything. They end up getting an ace and only lost Shen in the process. Super Minions were pushing big top, so they had to make a play there. Easily right now, they should be able to finish this game. They're going to take the inhibitor on the run to the top lane, where the Super Minions are standing in the base. This should be it for the game. Good team play, good effort out of Reavis, but just not able to capitalize due to too many losses on that in the laning phase. Olaf does get the last kill onto Orianna there, who stuck around all the way to the bitter end. So good game for Whitney on the comeback, even though they did give up first blood to the Olaf, and he was 3-0 at some point. Great game by Whitney Young. We're going to have like a few minute break while I get the next game set up, and then we will be back. Let me know if you think Reavis is going to come back and make a game out of the second one. They had some great plays, but they just were not able to finish up the game. Let me know. I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. Just give me 1 minute to get everything else set up. Alright. One thing I need to change. Whitney Young did take the first game. Let's update that. And then let's get started. We'll talk about the picks real quick. So it looks like on the side of Whitney Young, it looks like they still went with Varus and Karma in that bot lane. Whale Milk will be on Kha'Zix this game, and Durpleberg will be playing as Cass in the mid lane. For Reavis High School, Logaholic again on the Olaf in the jungle, Prevailing switching over to the Lucian Braum combo with Robster in the bot lane, Syndra playing mid, and then Kled in the top lane. So matchups look pretty good. Let's see who will get this first advantage here. Let's get it started. So this is game 2, Whitney Young versus Reavis High School. Whitney Young being the red side, blue side being Reavis High School.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
Alright, so no invade out of Reavis. They are setting out basically the same as Whitney Young, going all protect, make sure everything is scouted, no invades on either side. Braum is great to invade with as a team. You do get the stun, and then with the damage and the Kled pullback, the bear trap, it actually is a good level 1, but they're just choosing not to. I'm not sure why, if they're just afraid, possibly. They do have a great level 1 with the Olaf slow, like I said, with the Braum. If they're just able to land a couple auto attacks to get a stun down. Karma looks like she's going to try and ward into that bush and scout it out. Not sure. Oh, Syndra can see it. Lucian going to get a little damage off there, a little poke. Karma had to burn a potion already. Maybe she was trying to start there and possibly land some poke damage onto Olaf, but Olaf was actually starting blue buff and get a good leash from Kled. Olaf going extremely low on this blue buff, so not a great leash from Kled there. Galio clears the whole wave, only gets 4 out of the 6, but that's not too bad. Galio will be very annoying for Kled to deal with. Once Kled gets a little bit of damage, he should be able to out-trade him easily, as long as he stays out of the Q from Galio, which will do lots of damage to him. Prevailing getting chunked out from the Varus. Just a little bit. So bot lane looking a little more even right now. Still just the start of the game. Both have 9. Prevailing has a little chance to get ahead here. Gonna land 2 more CS. Kha'Zix moving on onto this Syndra now. Has to flash away. Gets the knockback onto both of them. But red buff is burning down, so he did have to burn flash. Still has Ghost. Nothing used from Kha'Zix or Kassadin. So was able to get out of there safely. A little bit better time. They might have been able to get the kill there, but not able to finish it off completely. Kled just not able to do too much damage to Galio. Keeps taking all those. Is doing an okay job farming. Is a little bit ahead right now. Even though the numbers don't match, he's ahead. There's still a bigger wave coming up, so he has a chance to get ahead. But Kled just taking all that poke damage is not able to actually get onto Galio to give any back in return. Galio's still sitting at full health. Olaf coming in on this bot lane. Got the double buffs. He's going to burn Ghost. He's going to try and get one of them down. Braum lands something. Karma flashes. As well as Varus with the flash. So both of them are going to get out of there, but flash is blown in the bot lane. Syndra and Kassadin poking each other out as much as possible. Syndra has the better range in this fight, but Kassadin can out-trade if he lands and gets the spell shield at the right time. And if he actually picks the right time to go in. So giant wave on the blue side pushing here. They're probably going to try and push this all the way into the turret. Going to try and zone out Lucian as much as they can. Since he does not have flash, he doesn't really have a way to get away. There we go. So there's the Kled damage onto Galio. That's exactly what Galio doesn't want. So Kled can get right on top of him. And if he's able to do that and come out with a decent amount of health, get Scarl back, he's able to actually do quite a bit of damage to him. Galio's more of a mage tank, gets that magic shield, but Kled isn't going to have any magic damage at all. So, and there he goes again, right in onto Galio. Gonna land it. As he gets the fourth, he's not able to get the fourth attack off. He's gonna lose Scarl. Might get the kill. He does get the kill onto Kha'Zix due to the minions. He's gonna get a double kill in the top lane. So great play by Kled to use that all the minions in that wave to help him out. Did have to blow flash, but he is still okay. He's gonna push that wave, get some hits onto the turret with Olaf. And they're probably going to have to back up. Galio should burn his TP here, as he does, to get back to that lane to save as much of the tower as possible. Kled is also really low, so he could have landed a taunt there and could have killed him. So, and there's the flash from Kassadin onto the Syndra. Syndra not able to do anything, burned everything, had no mana, and then just was right on top of Syndra, and Syndra could not do anything to get away. Kled now going extremely low. He's going to actually go in onto Galio. Kha'Zix does show up, so he does get a third kill, but Kha'Zix is there to seal it up. So great play by Kled to use his ultimate to just get the knockup on Galio, so Galio couldn't do any more damage to him. And then he just finishes off whatever damage he has left. Again, there's that magic tank against a hard AD in the top lane. So Kled is going to pick up Tiamat as well as a Ruby Crystal and a Null Mantle to deal with all the magic damage from Galio. Galio does have triple Dorans right now, so he should be okay. Braum gonna scout out this bush here. Oh, it's not gonna land that onto Karma. That could have been an easy kill for them, but they are not able to secure it. So mid lane Syndra is having a hard time actually keeping up in CS, down 30 CS right now. Which should not be that hard for Syndra against Kassadin. Syndra should be able to easily outpoke Kassadin in that lane and able to farm from range fairly well with the ball. But right now, she's going to have a really hard time to do it. Kassadin's level 7 already, and Syndra hasn't even hit level 6 yet. So here goes that Kled going in every time onto him. So Kassadin just going completely into Syndra, chunking her down with 2 combos. She's going to have to recall here, and if she doesn't get any help from Olaf, it's going to be a quick death for her. Again, missing out on so much CS because she has to now play so far back from Kassadin. Good for Olaf right there to take blue buff for himself. Right now, giving it to Syndra, basically just giving it over to Kassadin, with her having to play so far behind. Red buff taken by Kha'Zix, head to the top lane to possibly deal something with Kled. Braum going to take a little bit of poke from them, but able to back off. They are going to clear out that control ward into that bush. So red side on the bot is pushed in. Olaf is sitting in this bush. It is scouted out by Kassadin, so he's just going over to face check it, push them all away. Not much she can do. Looks like Kassadin is trying to set up to go back in. Lots of poke coming in off of the bot lane while they're under tower trying to farm. Syndra is now going to have to recall. Cassidy did jump void, void shift in to deal even more damage to Syndra, so she's going to have to recall. Was only able to pick up 10 CS that entire time and have to recall, so not a great start for her. Everyone else is doing pretty well, except for that mid lane. She's definitely going to have to work on that. Braum going to go and clear out that control ward there, so Olaf, if he was to take a route over there, he would be able to gank from that side. Gonna leave Lucian by himself in the lane. He should be okay. Dashes away from the bind from Karma. Oh, and the ult lands onto Braum. Braum gets a knockup onto Kha'Zix, so he's able to flash and get away with Olaf, but Kassadin is coming in. Syndra is prepping, possibly going to throw out some damage here. So good play by Syndra to come down and help out, make sure Kassadin doesn't dive onto that tower to kill Lucian. So great trade, started by Kled in that top lane. Gets a good chunk, but does take too many tower shots after the knockup from Galio. So he's going to have to play a little bit passively here. That taunt, if it lands onto him, he'll be dead after the knockup. So Galio going to go back. His TP is available. Kled so far hasn't used the TP, but to get back to lane after that death. So Galio going to TP now. So let's see if Kled can make a play possibly on this bot lane. Maybe TP to a turret and then ult all the way in. Varus does have flash available, so he will be able to flash away, but if Kled sets it up right, he should still be able to get the knockup. And just with the CC from Braum and Lucian pumping out damage, they should be okay if they were to do that. So far, Kled just walking back to lane. We'll see if he saves his ult and his TP for a later time, possibly when they get pushed in just a little bit more. Gonna clear out another word from that tri-push there. Again, Syndra just getting chunked out by Kassadin right now. So far behind. Has triple Doran's built, which normally you don't see that on an AD carry, whereas Kassadin already has Rod of Ages built. Olaf gonna come in and try and get some more damage onto Kassadin. Kassadin might just turn around and try to kill Syndra here. Syndra not able to get into range to land the ultimate down. They possibly could have killed him there had she flashed in, landed a stun or another ball and her ultimate. Galio picking up the chain vest to help out with the Kled damage. Kha'Zix setting up around the dragon. Not sure if he's going to try and solo it by himself. Now looks like Kha'Zix is going to come back. Ultimate out of Varus to try and set up some damage, but not able to do too much. I'm going to take a little bit of extra poke. Kled goes in onto Kassadin, is able to kill him. Looks like Galio will not get the kill. He'll flash away from Syndra, not able to get the kill. Kled's going to be right on top of him, but the rest of Whitney Young is going to show up there. So let's see if they're able to actually get anything done here. No, Syndra's going to get away. Kled is going to back up now that he sees the rest of the team there. It's going to be Varus versus Lucian, 1v1 in the bot lane. Whitney Young might try to set up for a dragon here. Lucian going to ult the wave to try and clear as much of it as possible so they can't get any damage. Whitney Young is setting up for that dragon. Olaf really can't do anything. He has no way to hop over the wall and steal it unless he takes the plant over. But it is warded, so there's really easily for Whitney Young to get over if they wanted to jump on the other side and possibly deny the steal from Olaf. So they'll pick up a Mountain Drink, which will help them kill towers and kill objectives across the map. As we see in the mid lane, 50 CS down right now between Kassadin and Syndra. Syndra doing whatever she can, taking the Raptors away from Olaf just to be able to get some more damage done. Remember, next patch, so in 2 weeks, we will have the new patch 7.11. And that patch will be 10 bans, so it'll be just like LCS. Everyone will have 10 bans. 10 bans is going to be coming to normal ranked draft around that patch as well. It'll just be set up a little bit differently for that. So check out the league site if you wanted to find out about how that's set up. So just one combo from Kassadin, didn't even land the full combo. Chunk Syndra full, so about half health. Kha'Zix's gonna jump in onto Lucian. They're actually not gonna get the stun onto Kha'Zix. Had they got the stun there, they would have actually been able to get the kill. Lucian's gonna pick up the kill on Karma though. Kled is down in this bot lane as well to try and help out. Did burn TP to get down there. And he does not have ultimate quite yet. Galio's gonna push that top lane as far as he can. Try and get that turret down all the way if he can. Syndra gonna land the stun, but not do too much damage. Kassadin is actually pretty tanky right now at this point. So 4 men in this mid lane right now. Let's see if they're gonna try and set up something. Kassadin's gonna try and retreat. He can easily hop over walls, so he's not actually too scared. But Reavis is actually just gonna go straight for the mid tower. It's a cannon wave, and with 4 members, they should be able to do a pretty good job. Brom's gonna block most of the damage from Karma there. Syndra fails to land the stun. They're gonna go right onto Kassadin, gets stunned, not able to rift walk away. Galio jumps in to try and save him, but he's gonna get now locked up too. Kha'Zix jumps in, but he gets away. Olaf almost goes down with Karma. Galio still fight going on. Varus now just shows up to the fight. Kled is gonna be frontlining all of this damage here. They get a kill onto Galio as well. So great team fighting there by Reavis to just, as soon as they saw Kassadin rift walk, they went straight for him with the Kled ult. They were all able to follow right away to make sure that they're able to get in there and be able to do all the damage to him to just melt him. These is where most of their damage is coming from. So Varus finishes his first item. Well, after he finishes his first item, they'll be able to do pretty good. Oh, almost stolen. Almost get 2 kills there from Varus. Braum and Olaf extremely low. Had he stole that and got 2 kills, it would have been a disaster for Reavis High School here. So Reavis High School a little bit up advantage. The big difference coming from the 7 kills. But the mid farm is slowly catching up. Still 50 down, but it hasn't been made any bigger. So looks like with them being all so low and recalling, they're actually going to take the mid tower. Fled's going to grab the top tower. So 2-1, not a bad trade, but it could have been completely avoided had someone with wave clear stayed back to clear that mid wave away from Whitney Young. So just we're going to rotate Braum and Olaf. We're going to head to that bottom lane. Kled's going to show up as well. He might use the Rift Herald. They might actually be able to get this cleanly without actually using Rift. So let's see if they hold Rift for the second turret or if they use it now. So get the knock up on Kassadin again. Kled's going to get the knock back from the Bear Claw. They're going to go all the way in. So great, already 2 members down. Varus is down and Kassadin is down. Most of the damage. And they're super tanky. Braum just landing stuns on everyone from this. Almost get the ace. Lucian's going to try and go in at Karma, but he's not really going to be able to do too much. Unless they're able to get a stun on him. I'm just going to push him back as far as they can so that they can get this tower. Use Rift Herald here. So use Rift Herald here to grab a second inner turret now. Should be great damage onto this turret. Another ult used onto Kassadin, just going to get completely destroyed. So great play again by that Kled to just engage onto Kassadin, make sure he's not able to get any damage off in the fight. He wasted teleport trying to save that turret. And they're just going to have to reset now. Everyone's extremely low. Let's make sure everyone gets away safely. And they will be okay. Kled just getting away. Kha'Zix almost landed his ability onto him to stop the recall. He still would have been healthy enough to live, but it would have definitely caused a little more problems for them. So let's see how Reavis rotates here. They do have 2 towers gone in that bot lane. If they were smart, they probably should have Kled just go down into that bot lane. Once he gets ultimate, he has teleport, so he can actually engage on any team fight. and he probably is the strongest member right now of Reavis High School. He's heading top lane, which I see as a mistake, because he can easily solo. If someone was to show up, he can ult away, back down the lane just to get away. Whitney Young setting up for a dragon, it looks like here. It is just an air drake, so they do spot out the ward from Reavis High School there. So 2 men are going to try and get it done. Looks like they're going to set up for a 5-man push in the top wave. Galio showing up now. He might not be able to do too much once they get into that fight. Galio going to try and land the taunt. Braum just tanking the damage there. Syndra actually taking a couple tower shots while she's in the front line, so she's going to have to take a potion. So Kled trying to take some damage now from that tower. Galio was able to wave clear most of that, and the rest of Whitney Young are there. Great 4-man taunt by Galio, right at top of everyone. Syndra lands the ult onto Varus, but is not able to kill him. So right now, Reavis is just going to try and get out as fast as they can. Cassidy, Rift walking in, he's going to be the best one to get in there to get the fights. If he's able to get them all slowed and get them caught, then they will be in trouble. Syndra now hiding over on the other side. Probably is a big mistake here. One combo from Cassidy probably will kill him. Reavis needs to get back as soon as possible. Possibly have like a Kled TP in to save turrets. We'll see what Whitney Young does. They're not tanky enough to actually take the Baron. So Kled's going to have to TP back or possibly even ultimate back. Very low in Reavis. They should have recalled and reset already, but now they're going to lose top tower for this bad decision making. They're clearing the jungle and not really doing too much, so they all should have recalled. They could have saved that turret had they just left one member up there to wave clear. So great start, got lots of damage onto that top turret, but was not able to secure it, just did not have enough minions. Galio was able to wave clear extremely well and tank all the damage from everyone else. And then lands a beautiful 4-man flash taunt onto the members of Reavis High School. Kled actually going to anger Baron there by taking out that control ward. It looks like they might be setting up to actually take down Baron here. We got 4 men. In 5 men in this top side of the jungle, and everything's already warded from their fight from before. Galio missing his heroic charge there. Does not allow you to charge over walls, so missed that one. Karma not quite level 9 yet, so does not have sweeper yet, so is only able to sweep 1 ward at a time. So this is a great time for Reavis to actually engage. Just because they can clear out a lot more wards, as you see Braum moving around right now. Looks like they might have actually Galio trapped in here. Let's see if he's able to get away. He lands the taunt onto 3 of them, and the rest of the team is there. They're going to get rid of it. Great knockup by Braum. Olaf going way into the back line. Galio does go down in that front lane, but they need to get to that back line. They're able to kill Cassidy. He might be in some trouble here. Syndra is able to land enough damage to back them off. Syndra does not have ultimate anymore. She did use it. Varus is extremely low, but Kha'Zix is pretty healthy, and Karma Shields will keep the rest of them alive. So 2 for 2 in that trade. Olaf and Braum going down for Reavis, and Galio and Cassidy going down. So again, after that great start by Cassidy, he has now died, I believe, 5 times in a row. So that is a little bit of an issue, a little concerning for that side. The problem with Cassidy, he gets in too quick, and then if they have enough damage in CC, they just lock him down and is not able to get any more damage after the initial burst. So only 3k gold up for Reavis. They are keeping it very clear. Looks like they're going to set up and take this bot outer turret away. Kled's going to show up down there. He does have TP. He is able to clear fairly well with Black Cleaver and the Titanic Hydra. Braum gonna land a slow onto Cassidy, and they do land the stun. He's probably gonna be able to Rift Walk away. A lot more members there, so we're gonna need to see something out of Kled. Kled's gonna TP to the ward. The TP tries to initiate. It looks like they might just try to back up. TP for safety. They were taking a little too much damage, a little out of place. Braum had to flash to get away. So TP down. Kled still does have ultimate, so he's able to react across the map if he needs to get there pretty quickly. With Varus and Galio, they're just not going to be able to siege turrets very much. They're going to have to definitely get a couple picks before they actually are able to siege anything. That's the biggest concern right now I can see for Reavis. They're either going to have to get a pick, or they're going to have to just go all the way in. They got a big wave here, so maybe with a Kled ultimate, or a stun landed by Syndra, just able to go all the way in onto somebody, delete someone, and then take a turret. So as you see that giant wave, again, nothing to be done there. Definitely needed to go in. So now just camping in this bush. I'm not sure why they're camping there. They have two control wards there, so I think maybe set up a flank from Kled, back them up. Braum used his ultimate, only landed it onto Varus. Is going to have to back up now. They were able to get the turret after Kassadin recalled. I'm not sure how they weren't able to clear that wave fast enough. But Reavis could have easily stayed and dove at that point. They might be setting up for a Baron here. They do have the inside track. Kassadin is going bottom. He does have teleport. So it looks like they actually are going to start Baron here. They see Kassadin in that bot lane, so assume that they have the advantage here. Kassadin's going to, looks like he's going to walk up now as they think that they're doing it. They don't know quite yet. Braum is going to actually go in. Great stun landed by, great taunt landed by Galio. Good stun. So right now they've already lost one. Galio's going to ult in to save Kassadin, so Kassadin can get in there. Again, no ultimate from Braum to disengage there. So 2 for 0 in that fight after they had the inside track and had everything set up. They're just not able to do much. So Whitney looks like they're going to take the Baron here. Everyone's going to recall. Nobody's going to try and steal. With Olaf being dead, Olaf tried to run straight to the back line, and there's just too much damage and burst out of Whitney Young for him to be able to do that, even with his ultimate. Not much else they can do to help him with Braum's ultimate being down. So this could definitely be a shift for Whitney Young in the positive. They're still down gold and kills and towers, but with Baron buff, they're going to be able to secure a lot of that. Galio and Kassadin with teleport. If they wanted to, they can run a 1-3-1 and just have both of their teleporters in the side lanes while 3 members push down mid. They probably would not be able to do too much because the only wave clear is Kled and Syndra on the side of Reavis. Lucian can clear pretty good. He's a little short range, so if he gets in too close, Galio could flash on him and taunt, knock him up, and then they'd be fighting 4 versus 5 any other fight after that. So right now, Kassadin is pushing in that bot wave. Not much they can do about it. Reavis is probably just going to back up and concede it. Dragon did just spawn. It's another Cloud Drake. We'll give them out of combat movement speed. Almost gets the kill onto Kha'Zix there before he's able to jump over that wall. Does get the shield from Karma. Helped him a little bit, but Syndra just being so far behind and so no farm at all. Is just not able to do enough damage to Kha'Zix to kill him. Kled pushing that top wave, so it's going to push back a little bit in the direction for Reavis, so someone's going to have to go up there and clear that at some point. Syndra and Lucian clearing this bot wave. Now only Braum and Olaf in this mid lane will be the big issue here. Kled shows up, Kha'Zix is there too. Braum shield blocks some of the damage from Varus. It looks like they'll back up. Even though they did have the advantage 4v5. Kassadin's still going to be pushing that bot lane. Again, the wave clear on the side of Whitney Young is pretty good. They pretty much can melt away before it gets anywhere. Kled now showing up to deal with Kassadin in his bot wave. So Whitney Young clearing up the wards in the bot wave. They want to travel from bot lane to mid lane, back and forth, to make sure that they can get the most productive out of their out of their Baron. Again, they should be going, I believe, 1-3-1. They are not at the moment. That would be the highest wave. They have so much wave clear and so little wave clear from the side of Reavis that it would be very hard for them to clear 3 waves at once. So the whole idea here would be to stretch them thin so that they're able to get as much damage onto the turrets from their Baron and the Baron powered minions. Kled able to hold up fairly well here in this bot lane against Kassadin. Anytime he jumps in onto Kassadin, he's actually able to get a lot of damage. Galio gonna ult in. Kled gonna actually go down to Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix who showed up just to help out. So great play by Kha'Zix to be there, otherwise Kled was gonna be able to get away and live for another day. He did blow his ultimate there, so he's not actually able to re-engage a fight here. Kassadin's going to push in that bot tower, and he should be able to push it in fairly quickly with a fully stacked Rod and a Lich Bane. So once he's able to get it in, Baron buff has worn off, so they only got 1 turret for that Baron buff. Varus going to get caught there, is going to have to flash away. Just, again, lives by the hair. Had Syndra had maybe 1 more item completed, would have landed a kill onto that Varus. So, and again, that top wave slowly pushed. It finally now has just made the turret. Somehow Braum landed his ability onto Galio, and he's still left. Must have got it right as the timing went. So not too bad by Reavis to be have it Baron on the side of Whitney Young and only get 1 outer turret for it. They weren't able to crack anything within the base. Again, even though they didn't have any wave clear. So teams warning up, no big objectives to take at this point, so the most important thing is setting up the pushing lanes, make sure that your sides are pushed and you're collecting all the farm from those lanes. Making sure you're maximizing your gold. If we take a look at the individual golds, we have Kled sitting at 13,000 compared to Galio's 9,000. Olaf sitting at about 9,000, so he's about 1,000 behind Kha'Zix. So most of this gold is sitting on Kled right now. Everyone else is under 10,000 on the side of Reavis High School, whereas Whitney Young is a little more balanced overall. Kassadin pushing in this bot wave still. He does have teleport, so he's able to respond, so Reavis needs to be able to do something here to make him burn that teleport or counter it and show up in that bot lane so that they can make sure is not able to push it all in. It looks like 4 members are heading down to deal with Kassadin. Only Braum and Olaf here left to clear waves. Braum's gonna blow his ultimate. He's gonna get lots of shields from that. He might just barely get away. Kled showing up in this mid lane now. Did land the ultimate. Not gonna land the knockup anyone, but he's gonna be right into that back line. And it's gonna destroy Karma and also Varus. Galio trying to save as many as he can. Oh, he is able to actually get it. Kassadin doing lots of damage on that back line. Lucian does kill Kassadin. He just got too far in and it took too many turret damage, but Varus is somehow able to stay alive with Galio and Kha'Zix. Braum is back in respawn. He's going to try and protect this outer turret as much as he can. He's got a long time, 22 seconds for Syndra to be back up. 20 seconds now for Lucian. So they're going to get an inhibitor off of this because their AD carry is alive. So great play by Whitney Young overall to initiate on that fight, for Kassadin to show up at the perfect time to then get to the back line and melt them all the way. Stealing the red buff and the blue buff away from Reavis High School. Reavis, that was the first time we saw them really kind of be scattered. Kled jumped onto the back line with 4 members of Whitney Young. Kassadin jumped to the back line of Reavis and just destroyed him in that team fight. That was the biggest disadvantage, is just Kled going against 4 members and Kassadin just being able to delete people in the back. So it looks like Kassadin again is setting up in this bot lane to split push. Let's see how Reavis is able to handle this. Kled they sent down there now. Let's see if he's able to keep up. He did pick up a Guardian Angel. So again, Kled is almost at full build at this point. He can pick up one more item, but that means he can't carry a red potion. Lucian does get caught by Varus ultimate and Kha'Zix showing up in the mid lane while he's trying to clear. Looks like Olaf and Braum might also be countered off here. No ultimate from Varus to knock them away. So they will be able to safely retreat back to their turrets. But Whitney Young is going to set up to take Baron. They have Galio to tank for them, and Varus and Kha'Zix to do the damage. They can also get the shields from Karma, so they're not going to take any damage while doing this. They're actually going to burn it down pretty quickly with just one Mountain Drake. So this is trouble for Reavis High School right now. Another Baron buff on the side of Whitney Young, and this time they have super minions pushing in, so they're going to have someone respond to it. So basically this will be the 1-3-1, with the super minions being the second pushing. So this is what they should have set up before with the last Baron, but now with super minions they're able to actually effectively do that. Kled actually taking a lot of damage from Kassadin here and the minions. Syndra, again, not enough damage to one-shot anyone. Tries to one-shot the Kha'Zix. The Kha'Zix has enough shields from Karma to be able to get away there safely. So comparatively, this game, Olaf has just not shown up as much as he has the last game. Dives into the backline, but just not able to get enough damage off. Kled has definitely been the superstar this game. Skarl does come back for Kled, who's not able to get too much off. Kassadin is just going to get away. They're actually going to kill Galio. They also killed Kassadin in this engage. Guardian Angel was able to save Kled. Let's see if they're actually able to get any more kills here. Lucian is able to chase fairly well with the slow from the undertow from Olaf. So they're going to pick up another kill here. They might try to even chase down Varus here. Braum's got eyes on him, and he's got Moby Boots, so he's able to actually get up to him pretty quickly. Does land the slow on him, but is not able to follow up. The rest of his team had gone back. Kled had to go back as well. So great play by Reavis High School to come back from them. Varus and Kha'Zix sitting here. Olaf does get the kill onto the dragon, but does go down with Varus. Try to tank all the shots from Varus is just too fed at this point. Does so much damage to the whole team, and is able to counter the healing with one of his abilities. So they're able to get the Cloud Drake just to secure it away from Whitney Young. That would really help Whitney Young's rotations from tower to tower. But they're able to secure one away from them. Next Drake will be Elder Dragon. And with 4 dragons, even if there were 3 Cloud Drakes, they would actually be able to do a lot of damage with the burst ability from the Elder Drake. So Inhibitor in mid should be respawning in a little bit here. Varus landing the ultimate, but Syndra being rooted just out of range to land her ultimate onto Varus. Otherwise, that would have been a kill, 100% for Varus. Good ulted by Kled to get in onto the damage, but not able to do too much from the side of Reavis. They're able to, Whitney was able to peel and get away from all the damage from Reavis. Just Galio very tanky at this point. So Inhibitor about to respawn, so Whitney Young definitely has to make that. There's a big wave pushing in the top, so someone's going to have to clear that. Otherwise, that wave at this point will actually do lots of damage to that turret. And it looks like Galio is going to recall now to get that back. So there was a Guardian Angel picked up by Kha'Zix, so if he goes in, he actually will be able to live and cause enough disruption in that back line. Or if he's able to single someone out, he'll actually be able to do quite a bit of damage. Braum going in to ward up, he's going to get chunked down by Kassadin. Does see the control ward, will clear it out. It looks like Whitney Young might be setting up to siege down this bot lane. Lucian almost goes down, but the stun landed onto Kassadin, probably saved his life here. Syndra, again, not able to finalize the kill onto anyone. Every time he ults, his targets always get away with 1/4 HP. So not a bad trade. Nothing big lost, a couple ultimates used, but those at this point we back up fairly quickly after a low cooldown. Olaf taking this blue buff might be stolen away by Varus, and it is stolen away by Varus. Varus just timing it perfectly to be able to steal that away. Having no vision, the blue buff being in the bushes there. So no major objectives on the map right now. Dragon is gone. Baron will be respawning shortly. Mid inhibitor is up for Reavis High School, so they're going to have to make sure they keep this mid wave pushed in and possibly see if they can get a pick. Again, Kassadin in that bot lane pushing does not have teleport. So right now would be the time to take an advantage of engage with Kassadin being a half of the map away. Kled going to clear the top board right now so it can start pushing back the other way. So again, just lots of ward clearing right now. There's 3 sweepers on the side of Whitney Young and only 1 on the side of Reavis. That could be their downfall. Good teams ward very often, so if they're warding, they're just not able to see. So great ult by Kled to actually get all the way in onto them. Galio going to jump in and actually try to destroy Olaf, which they do get the kill onto Olaf right away. So there's not much they can do at this point. Galio was able to save all of Varus. Kled is going to go down here, and they're going to get the ace. This should be the game right here for Whitney Young. Aced at 40 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. They should be able to get at least this inhibitor as well as the mid inhibitor with no turret being there. They possibly could finish off the game if they have enough minions. Karma taking as much damage as she possibly can, so that there is a small wave for them to take up. Galio now going to take 2 turrets worth, and this should be the game right here. So great game by Whitney Young and Reavis. That was extremely close, came down to the very last team fight, and just Galio countering all the damage that came out from Reavis High School. So 2-0 to Whitney Young High School. I believe, if you want to hang out, I believe we might have someone here. Let me see. Let me see if he's on. Dr. Dai, you here? Okay, I wasn't sure what your name was in the server. So we're gonna have a call with Dr. Dai, which is the support for. All right. If you can just jump in the chat channel in for Whitney Young, I'll jump down there. So if you see the voice chat server down there. Hello? Hang on 1 second. I can't seem to hear you. I see your mic lighting up, but I'm not hearing you. Everything looks like it's okay. Here, let me just add you as a friend. We'll try it that way. Oh, we gotta end this call. Hello?
Hello?
There we go. That's better.
Ah,
All right, so congratulations on the win.
thanks. It was harder than we thought it would be.
Yeah, Revis is actually for looking at their ranks, you can't actually see how they've been playing. They've actually been playing great as a team this year, and they just got their program started this year, so they've actually been playing really good together, and actually beating teams that are much higher ranked than them. So, what was your guys' strategy in that bot lane after the first game? In the bot lane, you kind of destroyed them in that first game. So how did you go into the second game after being up almost like 70 CS on their AD carry?
Well, after the first game, we thought they would actually maybe ban or take away Varus or Karma, and they didn't. So we just decided to take that, and we thought we would win. I guess it didn't work out as well the second game, but I think as long as we went even, then our team fight would have been better. So
Yeah,
it all
definitely,
worked out.
definitely great ultimates landed on Varus that the first and second game. They were just great on point, and then just the poke damage from Karma coming out was just too much for them to handle. I remember in that first game, they just weren't able to step up at all, and I think that's why they maybe counterpicked with Braum to try and stop some of that poke damage coming from you.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Didn't think about it that way.
Yeah, I mean that's the strategy that's involved. So they well scouted. They know their champions. They know what they should do to counter some of the things. They figured that they can beat you possibly with that Braum in the bot lane, and then picking a different AD carry uh, to possibly get them to victory.
Yeah.
How during that second game, I don't know if you were watching the stream while I was commenting. Was there ever talk about doing a 1-3-1? You guys did have two teleporters on the
Uh,
team.
Yeah, we thought about it, but then we thought it'd be better to keep Galio with us and do instead of 4-1 with Cassidin splitting in the bot lane. We
Okay.
thought Galio might be more useful that way.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
really
no, because
remember.
to me, with especially getting the early Baron like that, you definitely could have, because they didn't have much wave clear. I mean, Lucian has some wave clear, but if someone's blocking, then he's not going to be able to get to some of the minions in the back. So I was wondering why you guys didn't go to the 1-3-1, just having two teleporters. Galio could have showed up at any time, or just rotated in, and ulted into the mid lane if he's coming from a side lane, um,
Oh, yeah.
to save the team.
Does his ult have infinite range?
It's not infinite, but when you get the second rank up, it's quite a way. So he would have only had to be about halfway through the jungle to actually show up to a fight. So
Uh,
if you guys were sieging both those second tier turrets, you definitely could have done that.
yeah, we could have called for that.
Yeah, yeah. Something to think about for next time. So how does it feel to be in first place right now for the league,
Kind of as expected, I believe.
as
You know,
expected?
if I can quote my favorite league professional player here, everyone else is trash.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
won't get banned for that, will I?
No, no, you won't get banned. That's fine. I mean, it's just the mentality going into the games is just, if you want to be the best, you have to think you're the best.
Yeah. I guess when we're losing, I guess we sort of just clam up and go quiet. So I guess we're not used to losing. Maybe we should work on that.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with most teams at this point is they just don't know how to handle with losing. With most people playing league and playing what I've seen is just they're just not used to playing professional sports and not knowing how to play from behind. Everyone seems to get down and quiet, and they're just not able to do too much. Uh, to because they just don't know what to do or and don't want to throw blame out because they are teammates and are also friends. So there's that issue to deal with too.
Yep.
How many guys on your team are seniors?
Uh, one 100%.
So 5 seniors.
Yeah, good old seniors.
Nice. Is anyone planning on actually playing League in college?
I think we'll all keep playing casually. I'm not sure if anybody will try joining a team.
Okay.
I'm sure they could if they tried, but
Well,
we
just
haven't
right now
talked about
there's right now there's a lot of schools out um, that are actually recruiting and giving scholarships away for playing League. So some schools are actually giving like 100% scholarships to play League for them. Lots of new schools starting up and lots of very good schools like University of Utah, which has a great games program there. So a lot of kids going for computer science. Um, actually go to UT Tech. I think it's University of Utah. Was the one that I saw.
it.
So nobody that you know of right now is plans to go and play in
No,
college.
not that I know of.
Okay.
Although a scholarship does sound nice.
Yeah, I mean
Uh,
that's if you guys haven't looked into it, definitely check it out.
yeah. Could I request my ADC to join me here?
Yeah.
Help me, help me out here.
Uh,
Uh, not sure how I can invite him.
yeah, give me 1 second. I think I have to friend him so I can invite him. What's his name in? Is he in the
Uh,
Twitch server?
I'll try and get it right
One
now.
meme a day, right?
Yes, one meme a day.
Yeah. Hello. Oh, he's coming in.
Hey Ben.
Are you there?
Hmm.
Let me try and add you again. Go ahead and drop back out.
How about now?
There we go. That's better.
Hey.
So, how do you feel that these two games went?
Uh, I felt like they went pretty good. Like, pretty sure. This time the bot lane carried the games.
Is that
You mean?
not been the case for the rest of the season so far? You think?
Well, usually our mid laner carries us, and maybe our jungler, and the rest of us just don't try to feed.
Gotcha.
I think these two games. I know the first game, we did really well bot lane. Second,
Yeah.
I think we did well.
Did you guys have a different mid laner this game than normal?
Yeah, it's harder to play with different mid laners, but he's still really good. He plays almost the exact same champions, or can play them.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
We don't really have
it's
to
just the
change.
usual mid like champions that you think that people would play mid like Ori. Like that's one really good pick that we always have.
Yeah, they both play Ori really well. It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely that first game, Oriana just landing 4-man ults and just melting the team away.
Yeah, but Uh, I would say one thing that's bad is that the millionaire that we played with in these two games, like these two recent games, I felt like he didn't do as good as the last one.
I mean, I think it did pretty well in the second game. Just kept dying because his caster had to be in the front, and you guys didn't have
Yeah,
like you had no AOE damage, or he could he started off to a great start. Cassandra was down 60, 70, almost 70 CS at one point, so it was just in the team fight. that you guys faltered a little bit.
Yeah, Caston's like a new pick that we have, so we didn't practice it as much as we do with our like control mages like Ori.
Yeah, definitely. How did you guys feel after that first blood in the first game? The jungle invade.
The first one wasn't a big deal. It was more surprising. He actually went 0-3 after the first one. It usually doesn't happen. I think we can attribute that to him being tired, being busy last night. I
Okay.
believe.
Yeah, because usually bot lane dies first.
Usually it's bot lane.
Yeah.
We love
Yeah.
feeding.
Yeah, I was surprised that Olaf actually in that first game got so far ahead, but he just was not able to do too much once you guys started grouping up as a team. I mean, that's the downfall I think with Olaf.
Yeah, I feel like our team synergy and like just our team fighting in general is pretty good because we know how to kite back and also like peel. So we would just like insta kill to Olaf before he could even pop me or like run over the back line.
Right. Yeah, no, I definitely was worried watching that game, and I was like, Olaf is 3-0 right now. He's showing up everywhere, and then he just kind of disappeared and went back to farming, and didn't help out the bot lane, who was super far behind in that game when you guys were so far ahead, and just had them pushed in. So it was a great job at you guys keeping up the pressure, and then just being able to carry it on into the next game.
Yeah, I would say that we played laning like better than average. I would say than the last games.
It's nice. Are you guys in High School Star League,
Uh,
or are you guys not?
I think we did it last year, but we're not currently in it this year.
Gotcha. So this is the only tournament you guys are playing in right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, yeah, I was just wondering. I didn't know if you guys were setting up for the playoffs, because playoffs for Star League start next week. So I didn't know if we were gonna see you guys in that tournament or not. I know a bunch of
Uh,
the other teams that are playing in our league are actually in the High School Star League playoffs. So
I think we didn't know about it. So,
do you guys
or
have a coach at all for your school, or is it just you guys as friends?
we do, but he generally stays out of our affairs and just lets us do what we want. Chill, laid back kind of coach.
Yeah.
Is the coach a teacher, or is he a friend?
She is a teacher, yeah.
Okay. So it's just the teacher. You guys don't actually have like a coach sponsor at your school?
Not like really official coach.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was just wondering. Do you guys have a club or anything at Whitney Young?
No.
No.
This we just all knew each other and formed a team. So,
Gotcha. Because definitely we're gonna be doing this series for next year. So I'm just wondering, with you guys all being seniors, if there's anyone to carry the torch for next year.
I'm not sure there are many um, juniors, sophomores, or freshmen that play league.
Especially not up to our level, you know.
Uh, yes, of course.
Well, I mean, they don't have to be up to your level to compete. I mean, most of my guys started between gold and silver. I did have a couple that started in diamond, but a lot of mine started gold and silver. And now that I've been working with them, have made their way up. So definitely, it's a good thing to start.
Yeah, we just don't have a club here at Whitney, so we're not sure. If there were a team to join next year, then they would have to be like us and all know each other and find out about the tournament first.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, if you guys want, if you can spread the word around, and maybe just, I know you guys have like 2 weeks left of school, but you'd be surprised how many league players are once you actually say that you have a league club and a league team. Because there's just so many out there just waiting.
Yeah, we
When
could
when I did
definitely
my
spread.
first club meeting at Taft, we had 100 kids show up to the meeting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
and they're kids that I would see every day, and they're like, "Oh, you play League?" And I was like, "Yeah, I play League." And then they'd be like, "Oh my God!" Like, and they just you sit next to people, you don't even know that there was that many people. So definitely, if you can, get something started before, and maybe even just start up the club so that next year it can be all set and ready to go. Because I'm looking to make turn this into a complete like Illinois sport, and that's what we're working at. So
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, and if any of you guys are
Yeah.
staying in Chicago, going to UIC or maybe doing community college, talk to the principal, see if you can come back and actually be like a coach, and that way you can actually like be hands-on and helping coach the guys that are coming up.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Just throwing some ideas out there for you guys to think about. I'm not sure if that's on any of your boards, but it's harder to find. For me, it's harder to find coaches that are actually coaches and not just sponsors. In this league, we actually have quite a few of actual coaches that aren't just sponsors. Like Revis actually has a coach who's a teacher, but he also plays league, so he knows about it, and they have practice and things like that. So
A teacher that plays league, huh?
yeah, I mean that's
That's
exactly
interesting.
that's what I am. There's quite a few out there too. So yeah, we're all hidden in the woodwork.
Makes me wonder what kind of teachers play league at my school that I
Yeah,
don't know about.
exactly. You never know who. I mean, you might not find too many that play league specifically, but probably some that play some kind of games. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, you guys have anything else to say to everyone else?
Please let us win. Please.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna let you win this tournament. I think
Gank.
everyone wants to go down to Robert Morris for the finals.
Yeah. The dream.
They should gank mid lane and not bot.
All right, guys, thanks for joining me here for this interview again. Congratulations on the win and congratulations on being in first place. I know everyone's gunning for you, and only one team was able to actually beat you for one game. So I know my guys are ready to play you guys again. We were a little rusty that first week.
Thank you.
Hopefully we will have a great series next time we meet.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
All right, have a good night, guys. Thanks again for joining me.
You too. Thank
You
you.
too.
All right, guys, that will wrap it up for us tonight. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming out and watching these games. We'll probably stream again for next week. I don't know what games it'll wait to the schedule. And then the last week, I'm going to try and stream a couple more games. I might actually try to stream another game and another replay of a game sometime either tomorrow or Monday evening. So I'll let you know. Check the Twitter if you guys want. Make sure you guys subscribe to us on YouTube if you're not already. If you need the YouTube link, we can do that too. Subscribe to us there. That way we get enough followers. I can name the page. We can get some more shout outs. It helps to get sponsors when they see more people following, things like that. So, and spread the word again about this club. As you see, those were 5 friends that just knew each other and played, but didn't know if anyone else plays in the school. Who knows? They could have a challenger level player like Jones does, just sitting in their wings that they just don't know because they don't talk to him and they don't promote it. So, talk in your school, get that club started, and then make sure you guys spread our word out on social media. Like I was telling them, I am trying to start an Illinois organization. We're working with three other teachers right now to get everything set up. It's going to be called. You can follow us on Twitter. We're not really live yet. IHSEA. So that is the Twitter for us for the Illinois organization. We're still getting that set up, still in the planning stages. We'll have websites and everything up soon, but we're trying to make it an esport, just like an athletic sport, just like football, just like basketball. But we need your help. We need to show them that there's enough interest. We need to show them that there's programs, and we just want you guys to be part of it. You enjoy playing games. We want to keep playing games and having fun. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know in the chat, or feel free to email me or hit me up on Twitter. Uh, I'll be able to answer any and all questions. Otherwise, have a great night, guys, and we'll see you either next week or possibly a bonus game coming up this week. Have a good night.